This is In the Stud with the Pollock Report. I'm Joe Nevels, here with Ken Wilkins of Adena Springs. We're here to discuss Shaman Ghost today. Thanks for being on, Ken.
Glad to be here.
So, tell me a little bit about Shaman Ghost. What makes him such an attractive stallion for breeders to go to?
Well, you know, the number one thing about Shaman Ghost is it represents a long lineage of, the Adena program. It starts with Awesome Again, and then his great son, Ghost Sapper, and now, we're so happy to have another homebred in the barn here. So I think that's the number one thing. And then separately from that, his physical look is just tremendous, and breeders have responded to it really, really well. And we really like the foals. So the ingredients are all there.
So what would you describe as his strongest physical characteristic? If I've got a mare that needs moved up, what about him can move up a mare physically?
Well, this horse is going to give you size. He has a lot of leg. He's an honest, maybe a tick over 16.2. So he's going to give your mare some length and leg, but you're still going to get that Awesome Again Ghost Sapper body with it. So you're going to have great strength. This horse might have a bit more hip to him, probably coming from he's out of a gilded time mare, so you're probably getting a little bit more hip with this horse, and we're seeing that with the foals as well. So, a mare that needs size and leg and strength and hip, he's going to get it, and those are all things that everybody wants, right?
All right, it's time to talk some foals, and to do that, I've got Farm Manager Donald Wells here. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for coming out to our great farm.
Yeah. So with Shaman Ghost, what are some of the commonalities that you've seen from his first crop of weanlings?
Well, they seem to all have a lot of quality and an athletic profile to them. They have some leg and length to them, and one of the things I'm most impressed with them is their attitudes. They're smart horses. They're easy to work with. He was a good horse like that, and he's passing that along to them.
Of the ones you've seen, and of the ones you've liked best of the ones you've seen, what are some of the common traits you've seen among the mares in terms of either pedigree, physical, or on-track performance?
The mares that he's worked best with have a little bit of size to them. They don't have to have a lot of leg on them, because he'll do that, I think, for them. But a nice bit of bulk to them. Ghost Sapper works well with 49er mares and Mr. Prospector line mares, and they ought to work with the Dynaformer line, the Roberto line horses too. I think you can kind of breed any kind of mare to him, and he'll improve. Even the smaller mares, he'll put some leg on them. The Ghost Sapper line always kind of puts a little more stretch to them than, say, Awesome Again. I've been impressed with different types of mares. He's done well with them, even though they don't have to be one type.
What race would you say best describes what Shaman Ghost is all about? If there's one that you could point toward breeders and say, like, this is the race, watch this race and you'll understand Shaman Ghost, what's that race?
Probably the Woodward. He won it impressively against a great field, beat Frosted, and his father won that race, and it's just to me it's kind of a signature thing. So if you want a 1.25 mile horse, this is the horse.
And now, with a furlong to go, he is head and head for the lead. It is Frosted on the outside. A very confident ride here. Breaking Lucky and Move to Heeger down for the rail. Shaman Ghost is there too. Frosted